So let's get our acceleration here with the Tremor. Whoa! Hey everyone, it's Ben Hardy here, and in today's I'm going to be reviewing the all-new Ford F-150 Tremor. First and foremost though, a huge shout out and thank you to the Larry Miller Ford Lincoln here in Provo for giving me some time with this truck. I'm going to include a link to their inventory in the description down below so you can check out what they have currently. And by the way, this one is available for sale if you're interested. If you have any questions whatsoever, just ask for John Jenks. And then as always, if you're going to save time and money the next time you purchase a car, link to my car buying guide in the description down below. Let's get into it. So under the hood, we have a twin-turbo 3.5-liter V6. It goes through a 10-speed automatic transmission. Fuel economy 16 around town, 20 on the highway, with power outputs being 400 horsepower, 500 pound-feet of torque. You can also get a 5.0 V8 for the 2023 model year, which is pretty cool. Once I can review one, I will. Now let's go to the front end of this Tremor. And by the way, this one's finished in anti-matter blue, which I'm a huge fan of because, well, it's a lot cooler than black, but it actually looks like black a lot of the time, especially in low lighting like this. Now you guys can see the venting there at the top, which is pretty cool. We've got the upgraded LED lights here that come with higher up packages on the F-150 because this is a fully loaded Tremor. And you can see how the light continues down below. And then you got the gold trim here on the front end, which is pretty cool. Notice the Ford logo has been darkened. You got those tow hooks there at the bottom. And then notice we got a bash plate, which you probably can't see because of the lights. Just like the Raptor, skid plate protection. We have just under 10 inches of ground clearance with this, so very capable when it comes to, well, off-roading. Coming around the side here, our tire wheel setup is 275/70/18 in the front and over in the rear as well. And then you guys can see the wheel design here. I think it looks pretty sweet. And then you guys can see the whole suspension setup. We have independent front suspension. This is slightly lifted compared to regular F-150. It also does have a slightly wider track as well. You've got monotube shocks up front, twin tube in the rear as part of the Tremor package, Raptor side steps. And I've noticed that Ford isn't putting anything on the decals here on the side anymore. I guess that supply chain issues have struck yet again. But there is your full side view, which looks really cool. You can see with the Tremor decal there on the back. And then notice, here's a quick look at those twin tube shocks. And then you can see the leaf springs in the back as well. So here's our key fob for the Tremor. You got the Ford logo there in the back. We have our unlock, lock function, remote start, and then the drop down for the tailgate. Payload capacity is 1,533 pounds here with the Tremor. And notice it has Ford's bed step system is what I'll call it. It's a tailgate step. But anyways, got the measuring charts here on the back. LED lights here. We've got a full outlet as well. This one doesn't have spray and bed liner, but it's an easy option to add. Now a cool party trick here in the rear is just press that and boom, tailgate pops up. Now you guys can see full LED lights here in the back. There's what the turn signals look like, pretty fancy. And then we have all of our regular badges here in the rear as well. And then look at the exhaust tips here with the Tremor package. And then you guys can see the recovery hooks. Now those exhaust tips were really cool when the Tremor first came out, but now they're on an STX black appearance package. So like, meh, but they're still cool. So here's the door panel in the rear. You guys can see the padding, and then look at the stitching that goes across, matches the gold axing on the outside of the Tremor. And this is a loaded up Tremor, so you have these really nice leather seats, Tremor logo there. And look at the piping here on the side. We do have under seat storage. And then if you pull the seat all the way up, you just have this little strap to pull to unlock it. And then those side steps help out quite a bit. Oh, these seats are comfortable. I've got a little storage pocket here. And then you guys can see with the cup holders, and then we got the vents down below, outlets, and then we have our cup holder armrest. And let's head to the front. Now going over the front door panel, you can see that that design theme continues as what you had in the rear. All of our window controls front two are automatic. The mirrors do power fold in. 3 settings for the memory seats, blind spot monitoring for the mirrors, Bang & Olufsen sound system. And then here's the front seat. I got in full recline mode for the POV drive. Looks like we just have the regular headrest, no speaker in the headrest anymore. Anyways, Tremor logo, and then you can see perforated all down the center, and then look at the piping on the side. Power adjustments. Pretty normal pedal layout, nothing fancy there. Do have pedal adjustments. Got your light controls right here, so you can see what that looks like as it's illuminated, and then also like the mirror lights as well. So anyways, steering wheel's power adjustable. Let's pop in. Here's the steering wheel with the Tremor, really nice leather trim all around, and then we've got that gold stitching there in the center, and I like this little piece right there. Some controls for the center stack, phone controls, we have our volume voice command controls, and then we have our adaptive cruise control as well. Got a little turn signal, windshield wiper stock, and there's a steering wheel. Now here's our gauge cluster, full digital gauge cluster, and we can scroll through a bunch of different menus, see different bits of info here on the truck. Pretty standard stuff overall, but cool part is all the different drive modes. Now this comes with every single F-150 that I've reviewed so far. Main things here, we have a rock crawl mode, which is important because again, off-road life. And then we have a sport mode as well, so you can have some fun on-road with it, and pretty much every other drive mode in between. But yeah, there's the center. Now here's the infotainment screen. Above it, you guys can see you've got a button for the camera system, parking assistance, hazard lights, stability control, and then that is like your off-road cruise control. And then if we pop it into reverse, we do have a backup camera with trajectory lines that turn with the steering wheel. You got that bird's eye view as well, and look at all the different viewpoints here. With this, like every single, well, that's for the auxiliary camera, but yeah, every single angle pretty much covered. Now, as for the rest of the infotainment system, it does have Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. Shortcut bar here at the bottom, which helps out. And you've got this little auxiliary screen here off to the side. So really easy to use, great response time. And, you know, I think overall it looks pretty cool. We also have trail turn assist. That's important for off-roading. Basically, it breaks the inside rear tire, so then when you're turning, it basically makes so your turning radius is better. I think it's the inside rear one. Let me know if I'm wrong. It's been a long day. Pro trailer assist, we got a trailer brake controls down below, and then you guys can see our drive line select. So we have 2-wheel high, 4-wheel auto, 4-wheel low. Locker as well, that's selectable. We've got our volume controls here, and then you've got your dual zone climate controls, heated and ventilated seats, heated steering wheel. And then notice with the wireless phone charging pad, some USBs, and if you don't want to see it, you can cover it right up with this nice little trim piece. Shifter here for that 10-speed automatic transmission, a couple cup holders, and then this one has the workbench center console that you can fold out. This footage is gonna be so grainy, I'm sorry. People said they wanted nighttime reviews though. Yeah, there's that whole glove box situation. And then the dash also has more of that like gold stitching, which is cool. And the American flag there on the side, it's also in gold. Full panoramic sunroof, which helps out with lighting in the dark. And then we have a power sliding rear window as well. Hello, person that just walked by. 6 auxiliary switches. And there you go. So here's our window sticker for this Tremor. And again, antimatter blue for the color on the exterior. This is a 402A, and you can see all the other equipment added to this. Is pretty much fully loaded. This also happens to have Blue Cruise added to it. So yeah, that's pretty cool, self-driving. Total MSRP $74,430. Let's see how it drives. Let's talk about visibility here in the F-150. Here's your visibility over the hood. Both of the mirrors do have blind spot monitoring. And throughout the rest of the rear, and well, let's set right off. And I don't need the air conditioned seat. It is nighttime now. It's cool enough that I do not need to get my butt cooled. But anyways, first off, setting in the F-150, the thing that's really strange about the new F-150 is it still is like, you know, has pickup truck height and everything, but it definitely feels a lot more car-like than it used to. And especially like the new Lightning, I've driven the new Lightning a few times. That really does feel like a car, but it just happens to be a pickup truck. So it's just crazy how technology is advancing. And I know some people might see that as a negative. I see it as a positive because it means that this rides really well. Yeah, those shocks, I like the feeling. Tons of torque out of this EcoBoost right off the bat. And we actually get a sport mode in this thing, so we're gonna use it today. There we go. Got that sport mode activated. Puts it into 4-wheel auto for the sport mode. I do want to mention seat comfort in the F-150 is so good. The leather seats are really soft and just comfortable. And yeah, I just really appreciate them. And something I do want to mention, quick disclaimer, is I did run out of time filming today, so I wasn't able to film 2 different driving videos. So I'm using this driving video for my Tremor versus Trail Boss video. I'm also using it for my Tremor review. Sometimes just happens to be that way. But anyways, I'll get back to you guys once this traffic clears up. So let's get our acceleration here with the Tremor. Whoa! Oh man, that EcoBoost, or should I say EcoBeast, See, you know what? I remember when people used to crap on this powertrain, and now everyone loves it because not only is this powertrain reliable, but it is so fast for a truck. It's crazy. It's just boom, and you are up to speed. Now we're gonna go through this parking lot here because I want to see how squishy or not squishy the Ford suspension is. And something to mention is the F-150 feels pretty light on its feet for a pickup truck, which is definitely a big plus. Let's go over this. Ooh, super squishy. Yeah. So this is something that I've noticed with just a new F-150 platform, but also with how Ford tunes the shocks for their F-150s, is they make it so it's pretty squishy. There is more body roll because of that, but I would rather have body roll and squishiness and ride comfort than stiffness, right? That's just my personal preference. So setting things up here with the F-150 Tremor, I think it looks great on the outside. Interior is really nice. Obviously this is fully loaded. Even if you don't get the fully loaded Tremor, if you get the, I already forgot the package number, but the 01A instead of the 02A equipment group. Man, you think that after reviewing a bajillion F-150s that would have everything memorized, but you know. Anyways, if you get the 01A, it still is like a really nice truck with the interior. Still has a bunch of nice features, but it's not nearly as expensive. I think that's the route to go if you're gonna get a Tremor. This is still fantastic, but $74,000 is a lot of money. I mean, that's the MSRP of what my Gen 2 Raptor was. And this is really cool, but it's not a Raptor. So yeah, definitely love the new Tremor. It's extremely capable off-road. If Ford, if you're happening to watch this, you should send me out a Tremor so I can take one off-road officially, because yeah, it'd be pretty cool. It'd be fun. I think people would appreciate it. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about this. That's gonna sum things up with our video on this F-150 Tremor. Again, a huge shout out links to the Larch Miller Ford Lincoln here in Provo, Utah. Ford, give me some time with the truck. Check out the info in the description down below. As for John Jenks, if you have any questions, I'll see ya.